So this is the beginner reining pattern, which is a dry work drill that you can do for warm up before you do anything as far as like competition, or even a warm up before you go to do any drills or pattern work. But this is just a nice dry work, no barrels, cones, or anything involved. My pattern is set up in my arena, but we were not using it for this drill. So I'm going to show you the one on the right first. I believe that's a trotting one. Yes. So the difference with this riding versus my other riding, this horse is more of a free horse. So this is a contact riding where if you're on a push horse, you'll be more loose rein with more of leg impulsion and maybe a little bit of shaping with your pinky and calf. But this horse being a free runner, if you see, notice she has a little bit of contact. So that contact shortens the stride up a little, makes them lift their head and arc their neck just a tad, which is enough to engage their hindquarters and their top line. So by using a slight contact, it does help a horse be ready to do a lot. So right here, she's setting him up for the left side. So that's why she did 2 right circles and then she did 2 left circles. So again, let me draw the pattern so you understand it. So as you're going down your fence line, you'll make 2 right circles. The size of a round pen is fine. And then you're going to make 2 left circles. And after you make your second left circle, you'll go back up the pin. You're going to do a loose rein woe and do 1.5 spin, 360. And then you can pet them or you can drive out of it. And then you can do a loose rein woe and then do 1 the opposite way. So if you did left down there, you do right down here and then pet them. So anytime you're pleased with what they do, maybe they give you a big whoa. We don't have to have a reining horse whoa. We don't have sliders on our shoes or on our feet for our horses. But what we want in a barrel horse is we want them, the reason for this drill is to get them to use their butt. So the 360 keeps them light on the front feet. And then the whoa gets them to stop on their hind end. So that's our goal. So again, going back to this one, she's starting her 2 left circles now. And I will also put a photo of the pattern in with the videos in the comments. But this is basically, now she's going to go back into the left circle again. So if you'll notice, her 2 circles combined each other, like this was her right, and then this was her left, and they touch each other. So she's coming in at the light pole on each time. While they're both round, they still just touch each other. They don't really overlap, but they definitely touch each other. Sorry, my circles were very pretty because I only have so much room on the screen to draw. So, but you see as she's doing a light post, she has light contact. She's keeping a little lateral bend with a little bit of inside hand and leg just to keep a nice carriage. So what we're trying to do is teach our horses to, by having light contact, what you do is you teach them to shorten their stride just a tad and elevate their top line and use their hindquarters. So there's 4 things that are kind of happening here. They're kind of breaking in the pole. They're shortening the stride. Now there's her loose rein woe. She's a little bit close to the fence. This is the first time I had her do it. And so she's supposed to be making a 360, which is going to be a little tough as close as she is to the fence. So that's why she had to back a little. So there's 1 360, and now she needs to do another half without backing. Okay, the front feet go around the front and around the back. And then she pet him because he did try. But give yourself at least 5 feet off of the fence line so you can do your 360. So now she's going to trot down to do, that was her 360. What was it, going to the left? I think it was left. And then loose rein woe. And then she should do the opposite direction now. And we only have to do 1 complete spin on this one because we don't have to turn around. We're going to go back to the pattern and do it at a lope next. So you started at a walk, do the pattern once at a walk. And again, reining horses are spent a lot of time on spinning. So you can use, like I said, 1 hand or 2 hand. She's doing 2 hand there. So now we're going to watch it at a lope. And, but if it's the first time you try it, it's okay to stay 2 hand. Just remember a little direct, a little neck, and then the opposite leg. So if you're spinning right, use the left leg by the front cinch. So here we see her loping on the right lead. Again, a little bit of contact to ask the horse to keep their stride collected, breaking the pole a little bit and keep their weight on their hindquarters, which then lifts that top line and really develops a nice top line for a barrel horse. And wouldn't that be really good form going into a barrel right now, because he's got his pivot foot really up. So she's going to simple transition trot, set up for a left lead now. And that's when she should have did it before she got to the fence. So that was nice. And now we're trying to make our horses ambidextrous, right? Just like us, we don't write our names perfect with both hands. So for a horse to be ambidextrous, it's just like us. You only get that way if you practice at it. So you'd have to write your name with your hands, both hands equally, to actually get better at it. And horses are like us. They're more one-sided. So now she's going to go straight up the fence line and hopefully get a nice, oh, she has one more, sorry, talking and all that. So 2 circles left. But horses are like us. They have one side that is better for them. Most horses, it's their left side. That's why most people have 2 left barrels. But there are those few that prefer the right side. So she does a loose rein whoa, and he did nice. So she pet him for that. He put in an effort. And if they don't stop nice, you back them up a couple steps and then do your 360. And this is 1.5 360. She gave herself a little more room. She kind of stopped at the 180 point, but that's okay. It's her first attempt doing this, and that's good. It doesn't have to be a constant, but eventually you could develop it where you go. So if you're standing here, you go step, 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 till you're doing 1 complete spin, and then 2. Like a reining horse, they might do 3.5, and then go the other way. But they do things a little bit more dramatic. They run down the fence line, a big sliding stop, and then back up a lot, and then spin. They have lots of different patterns. They do big circles into small circles, big circle, fast, small circle, slow, then come to a flying lean change, 2 big circles, and then a small circle. They do a lot of different things, but for this, we're doing a beginner reining pattern. Again, this is just as a nice warm-up drill for your horse, and then we'll go ahead and watch. She'll go back down to the other end, and she could canter or trot. I usually say go whatever speed you were going, but he's a hotter horse, so we said just trot, because see how he got on the muscle a little bit. So she did back him up this time because he wanted to charge that, and he was a little bit more chargy than we wanted. So you can make corrections based on your individual horse. So now we need to do our spin the opposite direction of the last one. So we're going right. I guess it was left last time. So we're going right now. So that looks really good. 1 complete. So that was a right one. Let me see. Was this one a left one? Whoops. Yeah. No, she did. Yeah, that was a left. That was a left. And then this one down here is a right. You'd be surprised how hard it is to coach and keep track of patterns. But she did really good, at least for a blonde. So, and always pet your horse at the end. So that's the drill. Please try it. And then, of course, you can add to it, make it fancier, or you can slow it down and keep it more simple. So great job.